Shalom, Israel. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, All of Israel. All of Israel. Call halal Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. Call halal Yamla Alahayanawa Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. And something that's on my spirit, and as the title reads, All of Israel. This will be straight to the point. Like I said, something that's on my spirit. And as the title reads, All of Israel. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, the tribes, the Lord's chosen people, Jacob, the Hebrew Israelites, we have been in, slavery, bondage for, quite some time now. Ultimately here, in the U.S., America, Babylon, spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt, and throughout the world, because we know the Israelites, Jacob, is scattered into every single nation on this planet, and we have a lot of Hebrew Israelites. We have a lot of Jacob, that look like the other nations, which the Lord calls speckled birds. We have Hebrew Israelites that look like the so-called white folks, the so-called Chinese and you know Arabics and the Japanese, and they look like the other nations. Some of us, this isn't, even though the Holy Mashiach, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, yeah, he is of melanated skin with dark brown skin and woolly hair from the tribe of Judah, but we understand that we have our speckled birds that are scattered, that look like the other nations, but their father is based on your father. Their father's seed line goes back to Jake. It isn't based on your mother. It's what your father is. But all of Jake, man, all of us, we're gonna be in the kingdom, man. This is the last captivity on this side. This is it. The kingdom is nigh. It's gonna be right here on earth, right there in Jerusalem. The Lord is coming back to restore his people back in that land, over there in Jerusalem. Israel is a people before a place. The good majority of those people in that land over there, the Holy Land right now, those are not the people. And you got all kinds of violence and things going on. You got um, over there in Tel Aviv, in Israel, the airport just got hit by a missile and injured over 20 people. That's not going to happen when the Lord restores his people back in that land. And the Messiah, the Holy Mashiach, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, he's going to be present in the kingdom. That's never going to happen. You got last year over there in Israel, over 50 people got murdered. The homicide rate, They have a disease over there called MERMS. They calling it MERMS, that's spreading over there in the land of Israel right now. I think it's the MERMS, Middle East respiratory system virus that's spreading. You see, let me you know we're gonna when the Lord restores His people back into that land, it's not gonna be, there will not be no violence. It will never ever, for eternity. There will not be one missile. There will not be one violence of nothing. It's gonna be peace, peace on earth, and it's gonna be peace and joy in the kingdom of Israel. It's gonna be good times on steroids. Let me go here. Let me go here. Call halal YAHAWAHSHI. It's gonna be beautiful, man. This is what we looking forward to. What what did Jake say? Uh what Jake say? Jake say it's going up. We going up. Yeah, it's gonna go up every day. We're not gonna have one bad day. We're never gonna have a bad day. We're never gonna know what a bad day feels like in the kingdom. To Jake, to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, to the tribes, to the Lord's chosen people, to the Hebrew Israelites, we're never gonna have one bad day. This is it. This has been a nightmare over here on this side, in the West, in the U.S., and throughout parts of this world, man. It's corrupt. It's corrupt. Isaiah 9. Let me go here. Isaiah 9. Isaiah 9 and 6. And it reads, it says, for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder. See? The government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful. His name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the Mighty Power, Lord, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. See? It says, for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given. Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. That's what his name means. The Savior, the Deliverer. This is what he's coming to do. He's coming to save and deliver his people, ultimately the elect, out of his people in this end. Out of this third world war that's coming. And to crush his enemies, which are the other nations, and the Lord is coming back to set up his kingdom right here on earth, right there in Jerusalem. He's going to be present in the government that he is setting up, starting with him, the head, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI, and under Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI, King David. He's going to be second under the Lord. And under King David is going to be the 12 disciples. And then you're going to have the 144,000 that men, all men. See? And this thing is going to be ran in righteousness. This world going to be established in righteousness, fairness, justice. This thing going to be ran right. It's going to be ran right or else. See? It says, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty Power, God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. These are just titles. This is not his name. His name, Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. That is his name, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. His name means the Savior, the Deliverer, and the Father, starting with the Father, Yahawah, Yahawah, which means he is. Those are the true and only names. This is who we're going to be calling on. It ain't going to be Jesus. It ain't going to be Yeshua. It ain't going to be Allah. It ain't going to be Jehovah. It ain't going to be none of those names. In the kingdom, we're going to be calling on Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI. It says 7. It says of the increase. It says of the increase his government. See? And peace there shall be no end. Huh? I don't see that going on over there in that land of Israel right now. And peace, peace. There shall be no end upon the throne of David, Dawadah. It says, and upon his kingdom to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth, even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this. Let me go here. See? See? The Lord said it's going to be the peace with no end. That's not going on over there. Let me go here. I got a couple more and I'll close out. Just something that's on my spirit. This is why, to Jake, man, let them have the. They can have this over here, man. The Lord finna tear this down. Jacob is next. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, the tribes. Jacob that's been scattered and impoverished, because it tell you Israel was greatly impoverished. We're all over the place. Ultimately here in the U.S. in the ghettos, the projects. Who lives in there? Who's in the barrios and the projects and ghettos here in the U.S. from north to east to west and around the world? Who is impoverished? Who's living below poverty line? Huh? Let me go here. Ezekiel, Salakia. Ezekiel 36. I got these last few and I'll close out. Ezekiel. Ezekiel 36 and 9. And it reads, it says, for behold, I am for you. See? For behold, I am for you, and I will turn unto you, and ye shall be tilled and sown. See? And we know over there in that land of Israel right now, at least like 50%, half of that land over there is a wilderness. It's a desert. I mean, that all that Gaza and Palestine, all the way, all of that whole land over there is gonna be, it's gonna be, it's gonna look like Eden, the Garden of Eden, man. It says 10. It says 10. It says, and I will multiply men upon you, all the house of Israel. See, all. Uncle Ronnie that's went down for selling dope, got went down for got locked up in prison for 16 years. Uncle Ronnie for selling dope and selling crack. He gonna be in the kingdom. Auntie Gloria sitting up there stealing. Got 10 years for stealing cars and stuff like that and prostituting. She gonna be in the kingdom. We all gonna be in the kingdom, man. All the house of Israel, even all of it. Everybody. Hmm? And the cities shall be inhabited, and the waste shall be builded. 11. It says, and I will multiply upon you man and beast. They shall increase and bring fruit. And I will settle you after your old estate. I will settle you after your old estates, and will do better unto you than at your beginnings. The Lord said he's going to do better unto us, unto you, than at your beginnings. And we know the beginnings of, going back to Adam, the Adamites. Fast forwarding through that to King David and King Solomon. King Solomon was the richest king of all times. Look at how Israel was living. See? But he said he's going to do better than that. And if that's how they're living over there in Jerusalem right now, is this what the Lord is talking about? That I will settle you after your old estates and will do better unto you than at your beginnings? Is that what he's talking about over there right now? Because that ain't it. That ain't it. It says, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. Shalom.